All right, and we're back, and we're in the Labyrinth zone at this point. So this part's actually really cool, in my opinion. This is a part of the game that everybody thinks is really complicated. It can be if you're not paying attention, but if you pay attention to what I'm doing, you'll go, oh wow, it really isn't that bad. I'm killing enemies for the sake of demonstrating things. Wow, I really said demonstrating. That's just a first. So I won't do this in my, Jesus Christ. If you reload and you're moving forward, James just keeps going until the animation's done. It's a very annoying problem. So, if we go down these ladders, and I'm only going to do this in this playthrough and not the speed run, you go into the quote-unquote Pyramid Head area. So, Pyramid Head's down here. He's not exactly the most friendly guy, so I don't really want to run into him. This is the Pyramid Head room, though, most people call it. This is where we get the Great Knife. It's a great value. Everyone likes to say these are scissors. These are not scissors. These are forceps. These are used in medical surgery. They're not actually scissors, because they see that divot in the blade. You can see it below the handle there on the near the tang. Like, this is not scissors in my mind, but yeah, this is the room that assumedly Pyramid Head lives in, I guess. But you can see that you can do the big fucking man swings with this thing. It's the strongest melee weapon in the game. I'm not going to use it because it's very unwieldy. You can use it to kill Eddie very quickly. Also, I'd like to point out there's a, what's it called in that room? A fan as well. So, another reference to Rebirth. I'm not going to go in there because that's just... It's really damn dangerous. Pyramid Head can fucking deal so much damage to you at this point in the game. I believe in hard difficulty he can spawn anywhere in the Labyrinth coming up, but I've never confirmed or denied that, so... I'm just going to run past these enemies because I don't really have any reason to fight them. So, the key to the Labyrinth is it's not actually random. It's actually static, so... This puzzle is actually pretty easy as well. I don't know if it changes in other difficulties, but we want this block to be the yellow face. Where the hell is it? There we go. And we want to tilt this upside down, and then we can go through here. I think that stays static throughout the entire game. I actually like the mechanics, though.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before! Don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
I believe that's also a reference to another film. I don't watch TV, so I couldn't, or film really, but I know that's a reference to some film. Anyways, that's one of the best scenes in the entire game, in my opinion. It highlights the psychosis level that James is just going crazy, and it also shows that, like, Maria may have aspects of his dead wife more than he was led on to believe, which I fucking love. It's absolutely crazy. By the way, this sound effect coming up is going to be really goddamn loud, so be ready for it. Try not to scare you, but here it is. I love how, you know, wire cutters are fucking magical, but, you know, I feel like you could easily just break that down with your bare hand. Just saying. You could pull down wire. It's not that hard. But I guess James doesn't have manly hands enough for that. Either way, I always interpret that scene as James not really certain if he wants to actually pursue interest in that crazy person who might not be his wife, but isn't. And I love that sudden change in her tone, too. I'm not your Mary. I fucking love that line. It's absolutely, like... You know, there's a reason this game has such a, like, deep analysis to it. You can see that she isn't Mary, yeah, but she's also aware of it. And that's... But she has aspects of her, and she could change whatever she wants him to believe. I love that. That is something that's just genuinely creepy. That's why this game is still talked about to this day, because it's so... That's why I'm not looking forward to remakes, because why would you remake it? This game's got a fucking solid story already. It just needs a better port. I think that's the most general consensus. It doesn't matter how pretty the game is. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, dude. Alright, I had that one coming, I guess. But, the game doesn't need to be pretty. It's already very well made to start with. But, you know, I think people were saying, oh, well, they're gonna make the game easier for modern audiences. I'm like, the game is not that hard to start with. I've never really found it even that difficult. I think you could probably show this game to anybody. So, I'm actually gonna use the shotgun for this because I don't want to take any more damage. I still have that philosophy that I don't want to take dumb damage. I know that's crazy and all. There we go. The shotgun can also pierce enemies, so this is why a lot of people, myself included, generally stick to using the foot to kill enemies, because goddamn, look how many shotgun blasts it takes to kill these damn things. It's unbelievable. So I'm actually going to keep the shotgun loaded and ready because we're going to need it coming up here quick. So, anyways, I like how the Labyrinth could be interpreted as this is how James sees it, but as we'll see in a moment, this is a pivotal point in the actual town, I feel. So this part is why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the gun ready.
Daddy! Don't!
Alright, so this is the abstract daddy fight. This part fucking sucks and everyone knows it. So, this thing has a deceptively large hitbox where it can grab you from. It's probably gonna grab me in the process here, I bet. It takes 2 shots to down it, and I've seen G-Star, I think, actually use the Great Knife on it to kill it instantly after that. Oh, fuck. See, they grab you, and it's just... Ugh, it's annoying. It's very easy to get grabbed by that shit. Should be enough to kill it in one more hit. Maybe one more. There we go.
Are you okay? Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like you always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
Angela.
Don't touch me! You make me sick. You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Yes. She was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous. I never...
Also notice the chains at the top of the roof leave, or the fence, sorry, leave when she leaves the room. So, I mean, obviously it's pretty easy to tell what happened to Angela. She was abused physically and sexually by her dad, and what James killed probably didn't change from what she saw it as, and this room is the same as what she sees to him as well. And I think that's really the point of the maze, is more of a manifest of everybody that goes through it. But yeah, that's just one of those fucking cutscenes that just stuck with me the first time I played. I'm like, oh, Jesus, yeah. Because, yeah, you feel that genuine frustration and that anger and that, like, just pure hatred in your heart after that, because you don't feel like a human being anymore. So, yeah, it's awful. Anyways, this is a very easy puzzle. For normal difficulty, pull the rope I'm pulling. Uh-oh, YouTube is gonna think I'm gonna do something bad now. Uh-oh, the circles are the worst thing ever. Because YouTube thinks that will cause everyone to just go crazy instantly, right? Anyways, this puzzle has a riddle associated to it, which I'm amazed I figured out on my own the first time I played it. So, yeah, if you fuck this up, you get... Oh, what the hell? How did I fucking goof that up? Well, that's weird. Anyways, I guess it's on the other side this time. That's strange. The enemies are supposed to spawn if you fuck it up. You're supposed to get a specific key after this. I don't know how I fucked that up. That is weird. So, that was strange. It's because I talked about the rope, man. The ropes! Oh no, the ropes are they're gonna break me all the way. This video game from 2003 is gonna just destroy me. Anyways, yeah, there's a riddle there that tells you... I might as well kill this dude. Because it's going to be a problem if I leave it alone. I still like how I call them dudes, even though they're A, pretty much feminine, and B, they're not dudes, probably. Alright. God damn it, I did it again! Oh, jeez. That's a problem. Alright, I could easily solve this the real deal way, but it tends to be in these areas here. So let's try it again. I'm not going to bother with the puzzle. But the puzzle is actually a really clever riddle, and I'm happy I figured it out on my own the first time I played. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to figure out who was actually guilty in this situation. It's a very classic riddle structure, which is why I'm like, yeah, I understand this puzzle instantly. I had most of the entire game spoiled, but I still think that was a really cool riddle. I didn't look at the real solutions before I played. I only had to use one, and it was for the coin one, because I kept overthinking it. Also notice how this looks like the female symbol with the keys as well, if you noticed that yet. Anywho. So yeah, Angela's pretty messed up, obviously. This is, honest to God, as a person who's went through a lot of the shit she's went through, yeah, you feel hateful and just awful after those sorts of things happen to you. And you have to walk away from those feelings after a while. I love this
Maria?
track, too.
Maria? Maria, no! What happened to you? Why? Why? Mary.
So yeah, I like the ambiguity of that. James just can't keep her alive. It's quite depressing, actually. So, yeah, I've always interpreted that as, like, clearly you can also see that she had the tattoo of the butterfly, which, like I said earlier, represents rebirth, but maybe she'll come back, because she's already came back once. I like that. It's very subtle. Also, her design apparently is based on, was it Christina Aguilera or something? Like, her, like, outfit at, like, the Teen Choice Awards in, like, 2002 or something. Like, it's almost virtually identical. Anyways, here's where most people also will save as well, because this is their usual second save. But actually, we're not going to jump down just yet. I like to interpret this scene, because if we go over here, we see that there's a tombstone with the name Eddie Dombrowski, Angela Orozco, Bill Clinton, and you can see that, like, these two graves are still active. Like, they're not finished being dug yet. And I've always interpreted this as, like, James is the only one that's descending further. In my mind, it's always been his is actually fully dug down because he's actually, you know, doing things properly, if that makes any sense. Like, he's actually following the town's advice and unlocking himself. Like I said earlier, Angela is completely shattered. She's totally broken. She didn't receive the proper help, and she lashed out at James. She also lashed out at probably everybody in her life. Not to be ultra deep here, but I've been there before, man. I really have. You know, this is something that I don't feel uncomfortable talking about. I don't want to go in graphic detail, but that sort of shit happened to me for like 6 years of my life, and then like 2 to 3 later on in my adult life. Like, you don't trust people. You don't want them to touch you. You don't want to do anything. But the worst thing you can do is push everybody away. So that's why I feel like her hole is not fully dug down yet. Eddie obviously is in denial, and he's obviously going fucking insane, more and more unhinged and violent by the minute. So that's why I've always viewed their 2 holes are not filled out all the way yet, but James's is, because he's actually doing something correctly. So, speak of the devil, we might want to get a gun ready because we might be having to fight somebody. Now, so we're going to use the hunting rifle for this. This is what most people consider the highest amount of damage they're going to take in a playthrough. It's true. This is the part I get fucking the most damage from in the entire game. This and Abstract Daddy getting weird. So, I love this. This is so fucking cool. I love this part a lot. It's probably one of my favorite parts in the game.
Eddie? What are you doing?
What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts? I knew it.
You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James!
So, let's not let that happen to us. And just auto-lock on Eddie. And once you have hit those 4 shots, do not try to reload the gun in the fight. You'll fucking get so just blasted. Dicks, there we go. I think 1 more shot? Yeah, there we go. Then Eddie fucks off. You can also, I think, end that part of the fight instantly with the great knife, because if you couldn't tell by now, Eddie is extremely demasculated, and the knife represents masculinity, so hitting him with that knife is ultimate, like, fuck you, his, like, ego. I like that idea.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
And instantly shoot the hell out of him and hope to God he doesn't do as much damage. This is such an awkward fight. There we go. You can also use the great knife on him, but I'm not going to do that. It's a little too unwieldy for my liking. So, yeah, clearly Eddie's gone fucking insane. He was bullied. And I mean, I've been there, dude. I was like fucking a monster truck when I was a kid. I got bullied and made fun of and beat on for years till I was in high school. That's why this relates so well, too. But I didn't go crazy.
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being. Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
So yeah, James basically just killed a dude. Well, to be fair, he had it coming. He was gonna fucking shoot you anyways, so... Yeah, Eddie's not exactly great, but, you know, I always say Eddie's issue and why he didn't, like, learn is because he just dwelt on his anger and became more and more unhinged by the minute. So, yeah, he didn't actually kill anybody. He just felt guilt after he shot the dog and he shot the dude in the leg. But he turned that guilt into anger and fear and paranoia, and that's why he didn't learn from anything in Silent Hill. Also, I think it's implied this is how he sees the entire town, too, which we'll get into later. of just being cold and empty. So his monsters were probably based on like phobias of being called fat and stuff like that, which I get it, man. It's not easy growing up like that. But hey, not everyone goes crazy. That's the magic of human psychology. Crazy, I know, right? But yeah, this is the raft section, which we'll demonstrate in a minute. But if you want to get the UFO ending, you need to use the blue gem here. I'm not doing it because, like I said, you need to do that on your own time. It's great. So you need to use the blue gem here to get that ending. I'm actually going to save the game and call it a video here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.